Hi, this is Daniel Johnston from Paradise.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the book To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Now, this is a really sad book. It's also a timeless classic. It was written in 1960, and there aren't many books that were written that recently and have become classics. But this is like pretty much the classic book. Like pretty much everyone reads it in school sometime or another, and with for good reason, because this is a very excellent book. It's not a fun book, and it's not a book that you should read if you aren't prepared for the emotional turmoil of it. But you will learn a lot from this book about the racism and hatred that took place, like even the 1950s, 1960s, towards black people. So, in To Kill a Mockingbird, the main character is a girl named Scout. At the beginning of the book, she's 6 years old, and by the end of the book, she's 8 years old. So very young, and she lives in Macomb County, Alabama, and her dad, Atticus, he's a very, very good guy. He's a lawyer, and he's a very nice man, and he teaches Scout and his son Jem a lot of stories about love. He's pretty much the only white person in the whole town who isn't racist, and the main plot of the book is where there's a black person named Tom Robinson who gets accused of raping a white woman, and so everyone in the town pretty much just assumes he's guilty. He's black, he's accused by a white person, that means he must be guilty. Atticus does not believe that, and he is the only lawyer who will actually defend Tom, which he does. And unfortunately, however, it takes more than a good lawyer to change views that people have had for hundreds of years. And the ending of the book is not good at all. And people come after not only Atticus, but also his kids, and it's pretty freaky. But I mean, there is, of course, in Scout 6, there are some fun things intertwined throughout the book, like the myth of Boo Radley, who's supposed to be locked up in his house, the house next door, for years, because no one's ever seen him. At least they've never seen him, but they've heard stories about him. So there's fun things like that in the book. They have like all kinds of different things that they play, and they play with their friend Dill, and so so there is like some childhood aspects to it, but ultimately the undertones of the book are very, very distressing, very, very disturbing, and the book kind of leaves you like feeling stressed, feeling like your mind's like overloaded, and like still I feel like my mind's overloaded when I think of the book, even because it just presents these ideas, and it doesn't give any resolution to them, because the narrator, Scout, is 6 to 8 years old, so obviously she's not going to be able to wrap her mind around any of it at all. And I think that's probably the only weakness of the book, is that there is no resolution to these ideas. They're just kind of put out there. It would be hard to maintain the narrator as Scout and still have the believability of the book, of course, because and try to explain the racism. I wish there was some way that she could have done it, though, because I think it would make me feel better, at least. But I understand why she just put it out there. Yeah, so this is, yeah, it's a classic book. It'll educate you about love as well as respect, because that's the type of person Atticus is, and he doesn't get angry with people for attacking him or black people, and he in fact um, gives stuff to them, and has him and his kids serve them, even though they've just been attacking him. And so he's a very, very good guy, and so you'll learn a lot from him, and also you learn a lot about the hatred and the racism and the violence that took place at that time. So To Kill a Mockingbird's really an excellent book. Read it when you're in a mood that you can digest stuff like that. It's a pretty easy read, no like too hard vocabulary, about 380 pages. So it's a pretty easy read. Yeah, just don't expect a fun book, because you're not going to get one. So be prepared for it, and I think you'll enjoy it a lot. So thanks for watching my review of this book, and if you want to buy it, I have a link down below, and then also you can check out my website and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My website's at raisinyoureyesparadise.com, and it has other book reviews, recordings of audio short stories, and also my own original short stories, so be sure to check that out. So I'll see you soon.